Hi, it's Jan Johnson, and thank you so much for tuning in. I'm really glad that you did. And I have been, over the past many days, actually going through 10 principles. The 9th one is today, tomorrow is the 10th. 10 principles of telling the right story at the right time and telling it right. Now, this is based on an article that I read in Forbes magazine where Martin Swilling reviewed a book and called out these 10 principles that were in the book. The book is by Peter Guber, and the book is called Tell to Win. And so you can go back over my previous blogs where I've gone through all 8 up until now, and we'll do 9 today and 10 tomorrow, of the basic principles for this. What I love about doing this particular process is that this article, and therefore the book, who are written by extremely successful business people, is emphatically reinforcing my topic, which is learning how to tell your story and what it does for you in your business. And so I am loving this series. So what I'm going to do today is take you through the 9th principle. And during this series, I'm kind of reading a little more than I normally do because I'm reading information to you. And so this particular principle, by the way, is going into the fact that you need to engage the senses of your audience. But before I get into that, what I want to do is read to you another review of the book that was just simply on Amazon. And again, this is bringing into play other people and business people and educators and what they feel about this book, because the book is phenomenal because the subject matter is so great. So this particular person that reviewed the book said, "Lately I've been reading about the power of persuasion, and some experts believe stories can be used to induce a trance-like state. I like telling stories and have found that as a teacher, students remember the personal stories I tell long after they have forgotten basic facts. However, I don't think I'm always a great storyteller, and I have rarely tried to craft a good story. I hoped this book would shed light on the power of a story and how to show me how to tell an effective one." Again, which is what my blog is all about. Guber, Peter Guber, is the author of the book, highlights the times he failed to connect with a client, and most of the time it was because he failed to tell a story. This may sound counterintuitive to many in the business world. After all, isn't business about being sober and logical? Where do stories fit in? According to Guber, most people in business forget that they are dealing with humans, and in order to reach people, a sales pitch has to have an emotional component. Stories not only add an emotional dimension to business interactions, but also appeal to our natural love of good stories which contain challenge, struggle, and resolution. This love of the challenge, struggle, resolution story is, according to research in the book, hardwired into our brains. Thus, stories are not just entertaining, they are powerful tools that help us connect with others and persuade them to see our point of view. This particular reviewer goes on and at the end says, "I plan to craft my storytelling ability to not only educate, but also make more money," which again is the point that I have been talking about all along. So I just want to end this by saying that the 9th principle in the book is, as I mentioned at the beginning, engaging the senses of your audience. And it says, regarding that principle, that scientists tell us that words account for only the smallest part of human communication. The majority is nonverbal, more than half based on what people see, and more than a third transmitted through the tone of voice. The more the audience feels the story in their bodies, the more positive they will react to it. So engaging the senses of the audience is really key. Now, keep in mind in your business, whether you're in real estate or insurance, or you are in network marketing or affiliate marketing or any kind of sales that you might do, your tone of voice is important. Oftentimes I find myself naturally standing when I'm talking on the phone because it kind of gets my adrenaline going, and I'm excited, and I'm sure that that is conveying that energy to people. And I don't do it to convey it. I do it because I am excited, and therefore it does convey it. Because as I always say, it has to be real what you do. You got to come from the core of yourself to make what you're doing real. So you start out by being real and convey that reality. Also, you know, I kind of sit in front of this bookcase as I'm doing this blog. That's going to change, by the way. I've got some cool things I'm going to share with you that I'm working on and how that'll affect my blog and what I'm doing with the videos. But the thing I want to share with you is that I've kind of done this here because I consider my blog or my videos or my conversation with you kind of like a fireside chat. And I'm just sitting in this room and conveying in my environment, and it's a constant environment that you can count on, so to speak. But I'll also share with you that it's really important, and remember, as I mentioned a minute ago, to keep it real. I remember my first network marketing company, there was this guy who thought he was really good. I mean, he thought he was really good. And yet a lot of people, I hate to say this, kind of rolled their eyes or whatever at him when he was on stage or talking, because he would get to a point where he would start to cry. And it was a fake cry. And he wasn't an actor. He thought he was, but people could feel it. And it would have been so much better if he wouldn't have just interjected that at all, because it didn't work, because it was fake. And if only people that did that kind of thing could realize how they're coming across, but somehow they kid themselves into thinking that it's working. Don't be that. Be that person that you are getting in touch with yourself and then conveying that to others. You'll be happier and you'll have a better time and make more money interacting with people. If this video helped you, please comment and share. And thank you so much for tuning in. And you can go to my blog at thejanjohnson.com. Appreciate you. Have a great day.